This video is on finding the equation of a tangent. The equation of the tangent to the curve of y equals fx at the point where x equals a is given by our linear equation formula, so y minus y1 equals m multiplied by x minus x1. So just a linear equation, because remember, as you can see in the picture here, the tangent, that is the blue line, I've just circled it, is a straight line, so it will have a linear equation. Now the parts of this that we need to know, so our m in the equation, our gradient, is our derivative at a point, and then x1 and y1 are just the coordinates of that point. I've got two examples to go through. The first one, find the equation of the tangent to the curve of y equals x squared plus 4 times x to the power of negative 1 minus 5 at the point where x equals 2. Give your answer in the form ax plus by plus d equals 0. So when we're doing this, the first thing I like to do is find my x and y coordinates of that point. So before we even do the derivative, so we know that x equals 2. So if we look at when x equals 2, put that into our original equation. So this is going to be step 1. So it's going to be 2 squared plus 4 times 2 to the power of negative 1 minus 5. Put that into your calculator, and you will find that that equals 1. So our original coordinate of the point we're finding is 2, 1. So this would be x1 and y1. Now we need to find the gradient, our m value. And to do this, we need to find our derivative. So our y dash would equal x squared, derivative of that is 2x. 4 times x to the power of negative 1 will become negative 4x to the power of negative 2. And the minus 5 will just disappear because it's a constant. Step 3, we want to sub our x value into our derivative. So when x equals 2 into our derivative. So our y dash would equal 2 times 2 minus 4 times 2 to the power of negative 2. And you will find out that that equals 3. So now we know that m equals 3. So this is the information we need to be putting into our equation. So once we've found the derivative and our gradient at that particular point, we have our original coordinates of that point, we can then find the equation of the line. So we'd have y minus y1, so y minus 1 equals our m value, which is 3, multiplied by x minus our x1 value, which was 2. And then from here we can just rearrange it into the form that we've been asked, which is xy plus by plus d equals 0. So we have y minus 1 equals 3x minus 6, and we're just going to rearrange this. 0 equals 3x minus y minus 5. And then it does want it the other way around, so we can write our final answer. And there we have it. That is the equation of the tangent when x equals 2. So there is a little bit of a process. Now, next great thing about your calculators is that your calculator can do all this for you. Obviously, you still do need to do the process because we don't know what the questions are going to look like. But the great thing is hopefully you'll be able to check your answers on your calculator if you do have to do it. But your calculator will give your answers in the form y equals mx plus c. So you do have to be aware of that, just in case your solution has to be in a different form like this one was. So I'm going to go to the calculator now and show you how to do it on there. So what we need to do is we need to go to a graph, and we're going to graph our original function. Now once we've done that, go to menu, then geometry, points and lines, point on. Just click the curve anywhere, and then if we open our bracket and then press what x value we want, which is 2, and press enter, the point will move to there. And we know that's at 2, 1 because we worked that out to start off with. So we know that coordinate is correct. Now to get our tangent line, we're going to go menu, geometry again, points and lines, and this time we go to tangent, number 8. Click on that and then click on our point. And you'll see here, it is giving us our equation of y equals 3x minus 5. And then if you rearrange the equation, we worked out the 3x minus y minus 5 equals 0. You'll see that we do get y equals 3x minus 5 in that form. So that's a way you can do it on your calculator. Let's go to the next example. So example 2, consider the curve y equals x cubed minus 4x squared minus 6x plus 8. Find the equation of the tangent to this curve where x equals 0. And at what point does this tangent meet the curved line again? So the first thing we're going to do is find the y coordinate when x equals 0. So when x equals 0, we're going to put that into y. So y equals 0 cubed minus 4 times 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus 8, which obviously will just equal 8. So our coordinates for y1 and x1 are going to be 0, 8. Now from there we need to find the derivative. So then we want to find out what y dash equals. And x cubed becomes 3x squared, 4x squared, then it'll be minus 8x, minus 6x will be minus 6, and the 8 will just disappear. And then from there, we need to sub our x equals 0 into that equation. And if we sub that one into there, we will work out that that's 3 times 0 squared minus 8 times 0 minus 6. So you see our gradient then is just minus 6. So our m would be minus 6. And then we can put these two into our equation of a line. So y minus y1, so my minus 8 equals our gradient negative 6 multiplied by x minus x1, which will give us y minus 8 equals negative 6x. Now that is a valid form of an equation. It doesn't tell us how to give us our answer, or we could rearrange it to y equals negative 6x plus 8, because that will actually help us with part B. Now we've got that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go to the calculator again, go through that process with this equation, and we can see if we get that same equation of a line of y equals negative 6x plus 8. So I've already got the graph here that we're going to find the equation of the tangent. Here we need to go to Menu, Geometry, Points and Lines, Point On, click on the graph at anywhere, and you'll see it doesn't matter where. Open bracket, change the x value to what we would like it to be, which is when x equals 0. Now you'll see here we can't see that point because when x equals 0 isn't on the graph, so we do just need to zoom out slightly so we can see that. And you see there 0, 8. And now let's find the equation of that tangent. So we go Menu, Geometry again, Points and Lines. This time we go to Tangent, and then we click our point. And you'll see there, equation of the tangent is y equals negative 6x plus 8, which is exactly what we found. Now part B of this question asks us what point does this tangent meet the curve again? So we're looking at when do these two lines meet. So when does the tangent line meet our original line? So we are wanting to know when x cubed minus 4x squared minus 6x plus 8 equals negative 6x plus 8. We're wanting to know when those two lines meet, and for this we will just do this on our calculator. So from here we need to graph that negative 6x plus 8 line. So just press tab to open up a new line at the top. Let's just type negative 6x plus 8, press enter. And you see now we have this black line here is our tangent line. Now we know it obviously meets the graph here at the point we've already got before, but we can see that it looks like it's going to meet again further down. So let's zoom out a little bit so we can see the other intersection point, which is right here down the bottom. Now to find the intersection point, Menu, Analyze Graph, number 4 intersection. Remember to highlight the area we want to where the intersection is, and you can see there it is at 4, negative 16. So the solution then to this one would just be at 4, negative 16. And that's finding the equation of a tangent.